Did I see a record light just hit? I think I saw a record light.
Were you walking off to the fridge or something?
No. My brain was definitely hiding somewhere else.
I've just gone blank again of maybe I should have not pushed record just yet.
She's all good, mate. She's all good. Episode 10, welcome back. If you've listened to all 10, oh my God, you love dribbling as much as I do. So...
yeah, thanks for listening to all 10 or even just one for 20 seconds. We don't care.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So the news of the week, what has happened? We have had no GT7 news, no Gran Turismo Sport news. Actually, didn't PlayStation 4 get the ACC GT4 pack this week?
They've had it for a couple of weeks.
And somehow that's gone under the radar.
I don't. Well, because you got to pay for it. So, yeah, we're not paying for that when it's still running at not even 30 frames a second. Joe or Jad came over to test out the rig, and we chucked on ACC. And I was curious about the GT4 thing, but he said, yeah, no, you got to pay for that one.
That's no good.
So yeah, no, and plus he's only playing it on PC, really, but he loved the setup, mate. So it looks like he's going Fanatec, hopefully.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's big news. I had a question come across my chat why I don't play ACC. I think it just takes too much time to invest in learning a different game. Just a bit of a GT specialist. That's it. Ain't got time to do strategies. Definitely don't have time to do 1 hour races.
Yes, you do.
Can't be.
What do you mean? It doesn't make sense. Like, you don't have time to do 1 hour races, but you just finished a close to 2 hour stream, or more than a 2 hour stream. So how does that work? There's no break in between. There's no break.
It's math. It just works, mate.
I just think you're weak, mate.
Weak as piss. Yeah, so what else was there? Something else that just came up that I thought about. This is why you have run sheets, I think. This is why you become a professional podcaster with run sheets.
We are not professional, though, mate. We do not need sheets. We just...
we just
go
run
with the
through
flow, mate. What else is happening then? Hey, what's
not
on
a
your
lot,
mind?
mate. We've just grinded the... What is it? We've chased the dragon. We've been grinding the seaside. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun this week. Learning to drive a couple of new cars. Spent a bit of time racing Jack in the Honda.
Oh, he's a machine out there in the Honda.
Isn't he? What?
Some great racing there this morning when I logged in to have a bit of a browse, mate, have a bit of a lurk.
Yeah, door-to-door action is just crazy.
Saw the Don out there in the Audi.
In the TT, mate. Yeah, I don't know how those guys do the TT. That might be tomorrow's stream challenge. We might jump in the TT and grind that out. I think we've tried the best part of 5 cars this week, so we may as well try another one. Can't hurt.
Yeah, I can't do the hards. If I'm in the TT, I need to do the mediums and sacrifice a couple of seconds in the pits. Even if you're lose a posse, but with the chances of getting back on the hards and have fresher hards. But I mean, that's what I found when we were racing the other day, and I was in the vet, and Don was in the Audi, and he just sat behind me saving his tyres, and got a good win there, mate. Even though you let off at the line, mate, you shouldn't have done that. I give the victory to you there, Don. Good driver.
Yeah, so next week we've got Sardegna Road Track A coming in an N400. I have no idea what that's going to be, but Sports Softs. Actually, that'll be something like a Camaro or something, won't it? Or they're only N300s. N400, what would that be?
So more screechy tyres.
Yeah,
I just wish they'd get rid of that sound.
Race B is WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca Group 4. I thought that was Race C, actually. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I might be having a week off.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I'll be having a week off. I'm not that good at Laguna, I don't think, at the GR4s. And who wants to go kill themselves at Autopolis in a GR1?
Yeah, that is murder. Autopolis International Racing Course, 12
Turn 1.
laps,
You can't
Route
even,
1.
Yeah, you can't even see turn 1 to begin with. So
Yep.
imagine that in a GR1, mate.
That is going to be murderous.
Unless you played in Kitty View, you'll get a good view of what's going on. But, yeah, good luck to anybody who attempts that.
I actually am pretty stoked now that I've got next weekend all booked out and I won't be able to play. So I'm not actually going to miss out on anything. That is the best news I've had all day. Craziness.
You won't be missing out on much.
Yeah. So what else?
Yeah.
What else has come across my screen lately? Everyone's moving to Fanatec. What about Mayhem? Is he running a load cell? What was he talking about with pedals? What mod has he got? Like the GTI mod on a G29 or something like that.
Maxi runs the TGT. He has purchased the load cells for that.
Yep.
But he's just waiting on computer to get it set up and running, and then we can all.
Oh, so you have to set up the steering wheel externally and then plug it into the game. So similar like the Fanatec, get all the firmware, get everything matched, and then
the pedals, yes,
yeah. Okie dokes.
So you can't just plug and play away, or else I'm sure you'd be pushing the brake and just going into a wall.
Yeah.
So when he gets that sorted out, there's another half a tenth off his time.
Oh, yeah.
Making him even more quicker than he already is.
Half a tenth, half a second, maybe.
Might put my gear on eBay now. There's just no point anymore.
Yeah. These blokes are just too fast. Just some solid racing. We finally got out for our ass. I think did 9 races yesterday, 5 today. I think I did 2 or 3 on Friday night. Did 3 on Wednesday night. This is a crazy week. That's up near 20 races, mate. I'm going to have to hang the boots up.
How are you coping with all the... that's just
I'm mentally
insane.
Broken, mate. Mentally broken.
I mean, five races? That's five races is a warm-up for Loopy, but for you, that's a solid session. That's pushing the limits of your brain capacity, mate.
Oh, it definitely was. After the end of race 3, I started getting a headache. I was like, I really want to say I've got a headache and stop streaming, but I don't think I was allowed to pull that excuse out. We're already well into page 1000 of the driver excuse book.
Well, you got the book. I see you got the book back for this morning, mate, as I had a bit of a view, and the excuses were flowing quite freely out of your mouth.
I do read that book prior to every stream, just so that I've got a few things locked and loaded. You can't press go on a live stream without having those excuses just racked up, ready to go. I mean, when you've got people like Rebecca, phone on, who else was hassling me? It was... Donnie.
Don was in there.
Yeah, when you've got people like that, go on.
Loopy was there to murder you.
Hammering your rear bar. You really you need a long list of excuses ready to go. I teed up in a right-hand drive excuse. I was fairly happy with that. I reckon I managed to drag that excuse out for about 3 races, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Mostly on Loopy Corner, where I can't figure out the apex. I
can't see it. I've got to visualize this. This is visualization technique of race car driving.
And then there was, I can't get past Rebecca because I'm just unsure. I'm not sure where the car is because there's a bit of lag. Like she was lagging for me yesterday too, but
yeah.
Then she just purely outbraked you.
Mate.
You had the move done, mate. I think you're a bit soft sometimes in the corners. Like, hey, what are you doing? What are you going through? You going? Don't question, mate. Just get it done.
Yeah, I don't want to make contact though. I just don't want to touch a door. Yeah. So what were we talking about? What was the last thing that we were talking about? Because I just had a topic I wanted to talk about. Visualization.
Visualization, mate. Visualize.
Yeah, so before we were rudely interrupted, I think I had a train of thought. We were just talking about some visualization, and I crapped on a little bit in my live stream. I was like, I have to visualize this apex. But that is another technique that that I read about in me Need for Speed books. Just like you really do have to visualize. You have to know where everything is before you. So it's a good technique. I found that after a couple of races, I really could come in and nail those apexes, even though they were completely blind. Couldn't see them. You seemed to pick them up nicely. Going through the replays, it looks like Phonon was just using a little bit of extra track width than I was, but I assume I can get that back if you spend a lot of time in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really helps. And otherwise, we've got to... So what do you reckon? We've got to get into some door slamming, huh?
No, there shouldn't be any door slamming. No door slamming. No nitro taps. Little nitro taps here and there.
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago I was in that habit, wasn't I? I kept tappity tap people.
You just got to not tap, mate. You got to...
No, I did it right.
You got to ease off.
I think we finally had a successful drive through the field too. I think we dropped back to 6th or 7th in one race, which has been a disaster. Like a few times this week, I've had like a little bit of an issue dropping back into the field, and once I drop back into 6th or 7th,
you're murdered. You're
get
gone.
Murdered. I just bang. That's it. Dead. Gone. Back to last.
Just last. Pits, mediums, fastest lap, last.
Yep. Yeah, and I was like, we've really got to visualize a decent drive back through the field. Really have to get a focus on and accommodate driving at that part. That really is a skill. It just feels like another week I'm just going to talk about Phonon and how well he drives in traffic, mate. Like, it's just, yeah.
Good awareness there from Jack.
Yeah, so
always
good.
I mean, people say he's a little bit too nice, but I just think he's got a lot of patience, and it's almost like he can just pick and choose when he would like to overtake you.
Yeah.
Kind of like, no, I can do it now, but I'm pretty happy just sitting here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll give it another couple of corners.
Yeah, I'll give it a crack in the next corner or the one after, or maybe even the next lap.
Yeah.
But I think the highlight for me for this week in the Daily Race C, of course, was when you chucked up a video the other day of your lap 9 victory.
Oh, mate.
Victory 360. You won the 9-lap race, but Phonon continued on to win the actual 10-lap race. Well done, mate. Good job on the 9-lapper.
Oh, yeah. That was epic. Like, I don't know. I could have
sworn. Slapper.
I could have sworn.
Could have sworn you'd won.
Yeah, I could have. Like, if you go back, like, if I shared that replay or made another video, I actually overtake him on that lap to get P1, and I had been hunting him down for ages trying to catch him, and I was like, this is the last lap. I have to get past. It's the last lap. I've got no more chances. Got past, and then I'm like, yes, I made it.
Victory on lap 9. I've had enough. I'm finishing the race on lap 9.
And as I'm sliding over the line backwards, the end screen never dropped. I was like, what? Why is there no end screen? Oh.
We're still You didn't have a penalty up on your screen or anything. I mean, that could have confused you with the last lap little red thing. But no, you just screwed it up. Good stuff.
I don't know. I had just counted the laps off in my head. I don't even ever remember looking at the lap counter. My right hand side looked like it had 10 laps in it. I was like, yep, that's 10 laps. Run and done. But it wasn't. It was only 9. But that was that was another great race. Just so much good racing and so much car variety at Dragon Trail. I feel as though that could be where the cars are BOP'd.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's
because there's blokes winning in Mazdas. You said you saw a bloke winning a GTR. The TT can win it. The Hurricane can win it. The McLaren 650 can win it. The NSX can win it.
I think it just comes down to I think it's more of a driver track than a car track.
Yep.
And I mean, early on, it was, obviously the no stopper was going to be your way to go.
Yep.
I think it's just a matter of being able to jump in any car, and I mean, I had a few close races with some Japanese drivers driving the bloody Subaru.
Oh, really? And
they were no stopping guys coming from 12th to bloody 3rd in the little Rexy. So you're just what's going on here? Like, I haven't dared to take the Rexy out, but not a bad combo for once at Dragon Trail. We get pretty sick of Dragon Trail after a while, but
I don't remember ever really racing there. One race I really wanted to do this week was bloody the GTR at Goodwood. I can't believe that race is almost over and we haven't had a go yet. Because
that's the is that the old R32, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
that is.
Yeah, that'd be deadly.
Yeah, but
Jim's mowing.
Definitely. But did you see the footage of the Calsonic GTR at Goodwood?
The Time Attack. I have seen that, mate.
It was Goodwood Time Attack. Was it their Festival of Speed or whatever they were having at Goodwood recently? And that GTR was monstering around there. If you haven't seen it,
weapon.
Definitely have a look. That bloke. I was half thinking when watching that, I was like, I hope this is a replica Calsonic GTR. Because if you're pushing 11 tenths in a classic Roupe GTR, if you bin that, mate, that's a irreplaceable car. But he wasn't having a bar of it, was he?
No, definitely a classic vehicle, and he wasn't lifting either. So
no, there was no lifting, and even when he comes through, for those who aren't familiar with Goodwood, you should probably get some grinding. That last section is just like this mad deceleration from I don't know, probably well into the 200s to a super fast right-hander where there's just grass on the outside and you have to keep it on the black stuff. And I was like, in the car games, we fly into there at 1,000,000 miles an hour and it's no big deal if you get it all wrong. Doesn't matter. And he just comes in there in that car. I'm like, he's going as fast as if you're playing a game. He is 100% committed through there.
Yeah, definitely knew the track. He was glued to that track for sure.
Yeah, that was outrageous. It was so good. And he was
madness.
Just white lines to white lines. And I think he got a new track record, didn't he? I have a feeling.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was a new record.
Yeah, and you could just tell right from the onset, mate, that car was just moving. And they're the best part of 30 years old now, those cars. So that's fairly boogie.
Yeah, still love that era.
Yeah, it was so
still
good.
Love those Japanese cars. They just know how to
dreamy.
They just know how to make them and make them fun and sound mean.
Yeah, you were saying that about that NSX. How good's that in-car sound, mate?
Well, yeah, I'd never, because I've never really, I've driven that one, the GR4, but not the 3. But I mean, it even sounds good with when Phonon was in front. You could hear the backfire.
Yep.
It's got a nice high rev range in it. You know, you drop it into fourth and you can rev its tits off, and it still gets up to speed. So, an interesting car to maybe have a drive of a little bit more of myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely made its way onto my list after today. Definitely something I really actually fell in love with the McLaren too this week. It was such a nice car to drive.
Yeah, the GR4 McLaren's always been pretty nice to drive and short shift it.
Yep.
Still getting pace, you know. Just be careful in second. She can get a bit hairy sometimes.
Get a mad power slide on.
Oh, you love a mad. That's Lambo life, mate.
Yep. I wish like the Group 4 Lambo was rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, I know. They need to change it. And, I mean, Lambo life sounds like it's over at the moment, mate. We've rounded up manufacturer.
Yep.
Nations. No one cares about nations. I mean, they should just scratch nations from the competition if we're just going to be Aussie, New Zealand. There's just no point to it.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
I'll keep saying it, you know.
keep banging that drum.
Yeah. Bring back the rest of Asia, or just get rid of nations. No one cares.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Just put those races in daily race A, B, or C anyway. That's, you know. Don't need it, mate. Get rid of it. Just give us GT7. Just give us PS5. Just give us, I don't know, something else. We've pre-ordered Dirt 5 for the PS5. So what do we got?
How do you reckon that's going to go?
We've got 11 days. It's looking all right. Like I've always enjoyed the Dirt series. It's more arcadey, of course.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to try it out on the controller.
Speaking of that kind of stuff, I think Monkey Matt did really well at Armageddon the other day.
Yes, we please do tell. We saw a snippet of you lurking in the background of someone recording something, and you were just like, "No, I'm walking through here. I don't care."
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Disappointed you didn't dress up, mate. It's Armageddon, mate. Pop culture.
Oh, well, if I understood, I don't know what I'm talking about, mate. I'm just an amateur.
Yeah. But how did Monkey Bat go anyway?
Oh, this is what I'm trying to find out. Like, I'm sure it came across one of the Discords that he won, but there were some fast dudes there. I watched him do the first few stages, and he was 2 seconds down at the end of the first stage. I think he came third in the first stage because I can't remember. I think they were doing the full NZ rally.
Yeah.
And then he won the next 2 stages before I left. So he won stage 2 and stage 3. But in his heat, the heat that he was racing, because everyone was racing at the same time and you could see all their stuff on the big screen.
Oh, okay.
So it had the leaderboard. Like there was about 8 sim rigs all set up next to each other. So they were all driving at once. And then there was a big leaderboard screen. That just had the lead car on it, and then it had the plus minuses to everyone else. So while it was live, and I think they even had some commentators commentating on it. It got pretty epic, and you could see them battling it out. Like they'd make one little mistake, and you'd see the seconds
disappear,
come in and go away. But he started to pull out some serious leads there.
Well, we'll probably just have to get Mr. Monkey Matt back on at some stage to talk about it. I mean, if you haven't already, go check him out on Twitch. And, when he is doing his WRC, and most of them are world record times, Just sit there and your jaw just sort of drops on how smooth you are on that WRC9. I mean, it's just unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
I love my rally games, but I struggle with them on a wheel. So pretty impressive stuff, mate. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. I'm just trying to have a quick look. I can't find it really quickly to see how well he did, but there's another bloke, W True. There's a few people saying well done to him, so maybe he took it home. He was on fire that day.
Oh, nice.
I had a chat to Matt at the time, and he was saying like W True was killing it. So yeah, it was definitely between a couple of those guys. It was really good to see like a whole bunch of pro sim racers all sitting at the same place, grinding out for each other. So yeah, it'd be interesting.
Lucky definitely for you to be able to get out there, mate, and see it. Seeing as New Zealand's still having some good events like that, the pop culture events, and at least getting some gaming sort of stuff in there as well. So
yeah, definitely. I think we've got another one coming up soon too. Probably next month there'll be another big event.
Oh, lucky
Big Boys
you.
Toys. We'll have more sim racing stands out there. So I should actually try and enter some of these live events and see if I can qualify for them. See if you just broaden the horizons a touch.
That means you'd have to have another game, mate. So
yeah, but this is true. But this could be the thing, mate. This is what we could do to fill in the time in between this event. GT7 between now and GT7.
Well, you got to have a while. So I mean, you could already be well tuned to Assetto, and I mean any other game. I mean, we've pushed our sim rig to the side for the moment. We're just playing
on controller, mate.
Playing other games that aren't car games, and yeah, just I don't know. I'm not losing interest because I got a new wheel. Just Gran Turismo Sport. It can just bring you down sometimes.
Yeah, some weeks are bad weeks, some weeks are good weeks. Yeah, I'm feeling all right.
Well, that's good. It's good to see you out there, mate, and not copping the crap for being a time attacker and racing. I think people need to just fucking chillax sometimes, man. It's getting a little bit toxic out there sometimes. There's just no need for it.
Yeah. Try and keep it all community-based.
Community-based. We're here for a laugh and a good time.
Grassroots races, mate. We're not going to learn if we don't talk to each other and keep it friendly. So,
exactly, mate. Exactly.
Yeah, well, it's coming to a close shortly. It looks like my allotted minutes have run up.
Your allotted time has come to an end. You must continue on with your day.
Upwards and onwards. I found it super interesting the other day. It must get out a bit. Someone in the live chat just dropped, you don't have to go to the gym anymore. You just should be racing here because I can see all those beads of sweat hammering off you. I was like, oh, must be getting out and about that I go to the gym too much. So must be it. I think it's you. You keep
me
pushing this agenda. So
I don't push the agenda, mate. You keep ringing me when you're at the gym. How wrong's that? Yeah, everybody knows. I'm not doing anything either, mate. I just sit inside. It's just, life's rolling past me, and we're just waiting for the borders to open to get up to Cairns and live the dream, mate. Live the dream.
The dream, the tropics dream. We're all going there. But yeah, I guess we'll good luck to all those game enough to do Group 1 next week. You are animals if you do it. I think the lap guide will most probably be Laguna Seca. That's what I'm feeling now. Still got no idea what the OP car there is going to be.
Well, it'll be an interesting one, and good luck if you are going to race next week. And
as long as it's not the TT, we should be okay.
I don't think it'll be the TT. It's too many corners, mate. Try the trophy. I'm putting my money on the trophy.
You reckon?
Jack, get the trophy out. Something that'll
dust it off. Get it out of the covers.
You're only going to lose it on the straight, and it's a very short straight, and then you've got all that corners to.
Got all the twisties to get it back.
Take it full speed, mate.
It also is going to have to be a car that eats bumps, because those sausages are so big and you need to take some.
So, the dark horses will be, I'm tipping the Trophy or the 86.
Yeah, I was thinking 86. But, yeah, you want something just madly good. Has the 86 been nerfed? It feels like that's been at least a year since it was a really fast car. So,
I mean, the last time we really drove it was on that Tokyo.
Yeah, remember when it was super quick there?
Tokyo track in the day, and that was just couldn't catch it. Now
it was unstoppable, wasn't it?
So. Now you can pretty much walk past it if you wanted to. N200s are faster than it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. That little N100 Mazda would blow its doors off.
Oh,
MX-5.
For sure.
MX-5
mate.
Touring.
Roof's off. It's all good.
Well, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for swinging past and listening.
10 dud. We've got more coming. Boom,
boom.
Chuck in the comments for any suggestions on stuff we should be talking about. Are we talking about too much GT? We'll get some more people.
Definitely.
More people coming.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, we do have a guest lined up. He's just trying to become available. But yeah, who do you want to hear from? And we'll reach out to him. Definitely.
All right, mate. Well, thanks for the 10 episodes, mate.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Not a problem. Thanks for the chat ski, and we'll talk soon, mate.
All righty.
Look after yourself.
You too, brother.
Getcha.
Peace out, G.